Hi, Professor. I need to talk to you about my grade.
Hello. What is the problem?
I'm worried about my grade. Is there anything I can do to improve my grade?
I have been worried about your grade ever since you stopped turning in labs.
I promise I will turn in all the labs I am missing.
You mean you will turn in your labs now?
I will turn in my labs as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, but each lab has its own deadline and the deadlines for all labs are long past.
I will turn in my labs as soon as possible.
I wrote in the syllabus that labs receive no credit if they are submitted more than 3 days late.
I will turn in my labs as soon as possible.
I cannot accept your labs at this point.
The labs were pretty hard. I couldn't complete them on time.
I warned the class when labs were hard. Why didn't you ask questions in lab?
I was too busy working. I thought I would eventually figure things out.
I came by. I asked how you were doing. You said all was good. I also remember you leaving lab early.
I was too hungry to think. I had to go eat breakfast.
Labs started at 3. Why didn't you eat lunch before coming to lab?
The labs were pretty hard.
What was so hard about them?
They made me think pretty hard. I always ran into trouble after you left.
You mean, after the end of the lab session? Why didn't you come to see me in my office?
My schedule doesn't allow me to come to your office hours.
I don't have office hours. I have an open door policy. Students can always come by. Or make an appointment to see me.
I am worried about my grade.
We just had our final exam.
I don't think I did well in the final exam. I didn't do well in the midterms either. Your grading was harsh.
We talked about your first midterm.
Your grading was harsh.
Do you mean you wanted credit for nearly monosyllabic answers?
You gave me 0 for most answers.
A few monosyllables do not show you know the material.
I deserved partial credit.
Do you remember the second midterm?
Yes. I didn't do well, but I wanted to improve my grade.
How much time did you spend studying for this class each week?
The labs were pretty hard.
How long did you spend working on those labs outside lab sessions?
Sometimes as many as 10 hours. That is far too much.
Even when there was no additional work for the entire week?
10 hours is far too much. The labs were pretty hard.
What was so hard about labs?
I had to write programs.
You never wrote programs before.
I had to learn a new programming language.
Was this the first programming language you ever had to learn?
You assign reading for outside class.
Is reading outside class not acceptable?
I had to use Google to find information about this programming language.
Don't you think that it is good to become a self-reliant learner?
I had to use math from my math classes in a computer science class. That made no sense.
Do you know that computer science grew out of math?
I am not a math major. This class depended on previous computer science classes.
You mean that you shouldn't be expected to know material from the prerequisites to this course?
My previous professors didn't teach the material well. Can we talk about how I can improve my grade?
Do you want to talk about your grade now?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Sure. We can talk about your grade. It's not like I'm already late for a meeting with the provost. Never mind that after that I have a departmental meeting, a hearing of academic misconduct, and several hours worth of grading projects and final exams.
Can we talk about how I can improve my grade?
I gave several extra credit projects during the semester.
I tried to do them. They were hard.
You tried the extra credit projects. But you didn't turn in the regular projects.
I needed extra credit to improve my grade.
You didn't turn in your projects.
I will turn in my projects as soon as possible. Can we talk about how I can improve my grade?
I cannot accept work after the last day of classes. I am sorry.
You are the professor. You can do anything you want. You can help me improve my grade.
We abide by the rules in the syllabus. We have university rules. I cannot accept late work anymore.
You don't want me to learn.
I worked very hard to help you learn. Did you work hard to learn?
You don't want me to learn.
I designed more than 40 lectures. More than 12 labs. Several homework assignments and projects. Made myself available to help with any questions.
You don't want me to learn. You are unfair. You are a horrible professor.
I worked hard to create many opportunities for you to learn.
I will crush you in the course evaluations. I will destroy you and Professor rating websites. All I want is to improve my grade.